Thestrals. Sorry I didn't see you sitting there. But while you're here, why don't we take time to have a little bit of a chat? First of all, I just want to say, hope you had excellent holidays, holiday season. I hope it went very well. Went well for me. Spend time with family. Sit around, eat some good food. Whatever the fuck. It's awesome. Man, I'm I'm a believer in that everybody should get a little bit of happiness sometime, and I hope holiday season was the time for you to get some happiness yourself. At any rate, I'm not going to dwell on a bunch of shit. Just a few updates. I've been playing. Let's see, what games have I been playing lately? Shadow of Mordor, 2K15. I gave up on trying to get the Samurai Warriors 4 Platinum Trophy. It just, some of them, like the one I had a lot of trouble with, and the one, I could get the rest of the trophies if I put in the time, but the one I saw was like, why waste my time getting the rest of these trophies if there's this one that I know I'll never get, and that's the fucking 100% objective clear rate. I can't do that. If maybe in like a year or so, or however long it takes for there to be a complete guide on every single objective, I might go back and do it. I might not. But I'm debating right now because I really want to talk about Shadow of Mordor. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spoil it for you. I really enjoyed the game. I enjoyed how they well, I'm not going to ruin the ending, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's a damn good ending. And it sets up for a sequel in a way that it doesn't feel like it's gimping the first game just to set up for a sequel. There have been games like that. Another game that was very good on that was the Mass Effect series. Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2, both games had very satisfying endings. I'm not going to talk about Mass Effect 3. We'll just Mass Effect 3, a lot of people say it's not a good game. I enjoyed the game. Ending leaves a little bit to be desired. At any rate, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to say I'll talk about it in further detail in another time. WWE 2K15. I'm a wrestling fan. Sometimes wrestling fans get grief. Sometimes they happen to find other wrestling fans and totally fucking nerd out on that. That's awesome. It is. 2K15, the game. Well, they fuck you on the DLC a little bit. The showcase isn't fun. Game looks aesthetically pleasing. Custom characters are very good. Universe is the universe mode. It's very good. Match variety. It's very good. Character choice, once again, sort of ties into the DLC a little bit. I feel like they fucked you on the character choice because they want to fuck you on the DLC a little bit, sort of entice you into getting that DLC because the lack of characters is actually a little sad. I mean, it is. It is. 2K, something that THQ never quite got down is just because you have, like say, The Undertaker, right? Undertaker is actually the first game in a long time that hasn't had like some type of old version of The Undertaker, Retro Taker as they've called him in the last couple ones. but we'll just use them as an example. Just because you put in 2 and sometimes even 3 different versions of the same fucking character does not mean that all 3 of those characters are unique and by their own right, because they have the same fucking moves. I'm not going to get into all that, but they do have the same moveset. Once again, I'll talk about that game further detail in a later video. Overall, I'm pleased with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm pleased with it. The PS4. Also, I'll probably be talking about these Lizard Squad nerds here soon. But real quick, I'll touch on this. These people are just fame-seeking people. They want fucking attention. Just because they say shit doesn't mean it's true. All you fucking people on Twitter saying, oh my god, they're making people go outside, they're making people spend time with their families, they're mind fucking you, not necessarily console gamers, but they're fucking you gamers, period, and stuff. Yeah. You people are just fucking delusional. Okay? You want to hop on the fucking bandwagon, you just want to, fucking 10 to 17-year-old hacker nerds across the globe. These are the people that you want to put your weight behind and believe every single word they fucking say. It's not true. Okay? They aren't doing this shit to make people go outside. I really do believe that they get some type of smug satisfaction or lulls or whatever the fuck out of it. However, I will say that that is not their main goal. It isn't. It's not. It wasn't to begin with. What they fucking wanted, and that one dude, and one dude on Drama Alert said, the government makes us pay taxes. Every fucking government makes you pay taxes, buddy. At least first world. I tell you what, man. We need to get that guy established in, I don't know, somewhere in West Africa or some shit. I don't know. Do you have to? I'm actually going to show my West African ignorance here. Let's see. I'm trying to. I don't want to say some shit that's not true, but oh my God, my knowledge is so bad. Wow, I should have just said South America. Yeah, well, we need to get this guy established. I don't know. Perhaps somewhere in the Middle East or West Africa. Somewhere where he doesn't have to pay fucking taxes. I don't know. I tell you what, buddy. Don't like prostitution being illegal? That's fine. A lot of people don't agree with that. We'll set you up fucking Brazil. Guy was crazy. I'll tell you what, though. He sounded majestic as a motherfucker, though. But I don't know. I might talk about that further in depth at some time. But people don't be delusionized with this bullshit. Don't. Stop it. Use your head a little bit. Don't buy into that internet bullshit. It happens from time to time, I tell you. Internet becomes fascinated with some bullshit, and they talk about it for a couple of weeks. I guarantee you, 2 weeks from now, Lizard Squad will not be relevant at all. This Finest Squad and a bunch of these little fucking squads that want to DDoS and stuff, and just and that fucking Geordie kid from the UK. But he said, we get drunk and high and get money and stuff. Listen, that dude has not done drugs at all, period, nor has he ever taken a sip of a fucking alcoholic beverage. God damn, I'm sorry. Sometimes talking is hard, especially when I get in front of the camera. So nervous. But the guy's a straight line bitch. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say it. I will. Dude's a straight fucking degenerate nerd. Come on, people. I might be one to talk. It might be hypocritical. I'm sort of a shut-in myself. Probably more socially inept, not socially inept, socially adept than he is, most likely. But, well, I'm not going to talk about it any further than that. I wasted too much time. My update video. Wow. Video games coming up soon. I'm looking forward to. Probably we'll talk about in depth. None. None at this time, which is disappointing. I played Binding of Isaac Rebirth as well. As another very good game that I enjoyed. I used the free 14 days on PlayStation to play that. God damn, that game is fun. I didn't play it every day, or really every other day, but I did spend at least 5 or 6 hours in total playing the game. There's a lot of good fun. I'm not gonna lie. Binding of Isaac Rebirth, although a lot of people, the general consensus is that it's an upgrade. A lot of people don't necessarily feel the same way, preferring the more basic and simplistic Binding of Isaac to Rebirth. I can't say, like, your opinion is wrong, but Binding of Isaac Rebirth, I'm sort of along with the general consensus there that it's a flat out upgrade and the game is a blast to play. I would definitely recommend it to anybody. You can get that shit on your Vita. I don't own a Vita. I don't know anybody who does, but I know people out there do buy the PlayStation Vita. And if you have a Vita, you should get that fucking game. If you have PlayStation 4, you should get that fucking game. If you're on Steam, you should get that fucking game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, or I'm not into the genre. No. I don't care if you spend your whole day playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Binding of Isaac Rebirth is a game for you. Anyway. Let's see. Is that it? Is that all I wanted to cover? I guess I could get into books I've been reading. Why not? It's a sort of a thin list here. I'll remember off the top of my head. Right now, I have over there sitting on my little table is a book by, what's his name? Her name, rather. I could have swore the book was by John Green. It's by Sally Green, and it's half bad. Generally, I can't even necessarily say that I don't read a lot of young adult literature because, as you'll see by the other couple books that I'm going to tell you about here, that's just simply not the case. As a matter of fact, in the last 6 months, that's all I've read. Half Bad by Sally Green is wonderful. It's wonderful. There isn't too much lovey-dovey bullshit in there. Actually, I take that back. There is. But it isn't in the same vein as fucking Hunger Games, where that's the main center, or focus, rather. Speaking of, I finally got around to reading Mockingjay. After reading Hunger Games, I thought, man, hey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hipster out here. I read Hunger Games before that shit was cool. Okay? Years and years ago, I read that shit. I enjoyed Hunger Games. I really did. Catching Fire was, I don't know, it wasn't the worst book I've ever read. By a long stretch. Wasn't necessarily my favorite. And then Mockingjay, I just flat out, it had, instead of Mockingjay was more like the first book, uh, but I would say that overall it was much more disappointing. Shit went way too quickly, I suppose, would be my strongest criticism. And then see what else. I can't remember the name of the book. What is that book? Yes, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I read that a while ago. Once again, I don't know if the sequel is out for that or not. I think so. That's a very good one. I'll probably get the second book. I believe it's a trilogy. I'll probably pick that up soon if it is out. And when it does come out, I can get it then. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll follow up this video. This sort of some vague updates, just about their thought bouncing around. I love you. Peace, people.